Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 43 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bond. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They go play action with Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown. Dallas Goddard, 37 yards.
And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Bond. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going to run again here with Pollard. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Bond. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the gun on third down, Bond. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip.
Yo, they gave you some bullshit on that interception, bro. You jump high as fuck. Man, I gotta change that.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one.
Man, gotta change that.
Got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Okay, he didn't break down all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. And that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Walker now on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the
This game's fucking cheating me, dog.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there.
Seriously. How the fuck is he smacking the ball when I'm throwing it deep? He fucking beat.
They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Like, really? I should have fucking punted,
though.
though.
They have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Bond. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bond. This is the tight end Fant. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. On 4th down, Bond. He's got his tight end Fant. And they got it inside the 10 at the
That was some bullshit, man. Like, really. I'm right there, step by fucking step. They won't let me switch and push nothing. That's garbage.
Back to throw again.
Give me that! Give me that! Fuck, man!
Possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if
right,
he
nephew.
see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
That should have been 21-0, bro. Real rap, bro. That was some bullshit, man.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the
fumble, man. Damn.
Probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down now, it's Rodriguez. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bond.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27.
Go out, go out.
Be out of bounds.
They ready to fumble, man.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Eagles football 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
They'll run left with Pollard.
Ah, come on.
After taking it a little further down inside the 40.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
First down, and it's Pollard again.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home.
Damn, Pollard, you fumble once a game, Pollard.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 9 yards that time.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Pollard again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd and a couple. Hurts.
Oh!
And he's unable to.
Oh, God.
A potential game changer, but it falls.
Oh, God. First of all, how the fuck he even get there? That's some bullshit.
That was a momentum play lost.
And that was me. Ain't the fuck.
Because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Fuck you, Chris. I'm trying to get my shit right, and niggas do me, bro.
After this is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15.
Yeah, that's my man.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now a give here to Pollard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Here's Pollard. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Pollard is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Bond. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Operating from the gun. Bond. He finds his man. Complete. It's Rodriguez. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Oh! Oh my God! The interception!
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Let's go! Good way to get in there!
Down he goes. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, come on, man!
And he is going to
come on, y'all. Tick, 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 tick.
Is this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Come on, y'all. Tick, 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 tick.
Football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Bond. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
All right, y'all.
I got his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Back to throw.
I'm on that! I'm on that!
And that should do it.
Let's go!
Dean with a pitch.
I'm on that.
The Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game.
Hold on to the ball. Tick, 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 tick.
And they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their
tick,
timeouts.
tick, tick, tick.
As
Come on.
things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run with Pollard.
First down.
About 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now Pollard.
Come on, Pollard. Fight, Pollard.
His carries tonight.
Oh, man. Tick, tick, tick. Oh, my God.
Understandable every now and then.
Oh, tick, tick. I'm losing everybody.
Other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him.
I'm punting this shit, man. I ain't going to be stupid this time.
Now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter.
Oh, he knocked him down. Good block.
To set up his blockers.
Good block. Good block, bro.
Up to the 35.
Yeah, he put him on his ass, bro. Good block.
It'll be Seahawk football first and 10.
He put him on his ass. Come on, y'all. Let's put this game away, man. Come on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
That was a terrible thrown ball, too. That shit was wobbly. Come on, y'all. They got one timeout left. Get a tackle.
On 1st and 10. Bond.
Oh. Tackle him down. Oh.
Out of bounds, but not before he's inside.
Come on, y'all. Everything going out bounds. Y'all, come on.
But it's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down. Bond.
Look at that.
This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Let's go.
Are going to take over once again.
Let me get that. Let me get that, bro.
Fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off.
Let's go, Bird gang.
A tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points.
Put this game away, y'all.
That's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had a
Oh my God, he was open.
There, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On second down, it's Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. And now
I've got this game with no injuries, y'all. Got this game with no more injuries, man.
Why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Woo!
It'll be a net of 30.
Woo! He should have fumbled.
On the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Oh!
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Another throw there off
I'm okay with that.
Obviously, he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
Okay.
To not
don't play with
show
that.
He's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's got it complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown.
What's up, Kate?
Still need a miracle with a clock where it's at that they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.